Good evening, I am Lacey Lilyfield with FLC News, and I have a special report. I'm doing an investigative story on what real love is. I've traveled all over the world trying to find the true meaning of love. I started my search for real love at Love High School in Love County, Tennessee. After much research, I found a football coach for the Hawks. Who would know more about real love than Coach Leroy?
All right, guys. Next week we play the Eagles, and they've got a really tough defense. But we're going to learn a new play tonight, and we're going to crush them with it. Oh, hey.
Hello, Coach Leroy. I came to talk to you today about real love.
Love is complicated.
You said it, Coach.
Okay, but what can you tell me about real love, Coach Leroy?
Well, we love football.
You said it, Coach. Football is the best sport in the world.
Let me explain to you this way. Love is like football.
Football?
See, we love the game of football. We love to play it. We love to learn different plays. We love working as a team to accomplish our goal of winning the game. We love to win.
I love the tackle, Coach.
I love throwing touchdowns.
I love catching the ball and running to make that winning touchdown.
Touchdown! Woo!
I understand that you love football, but I don't understand what that has to do with real love.
All right, let me explain it to you this way. When we score a touchdown, and we love to score, and we love to win, it makes us feel good. Our team is like a well-oiled machine. We all work together, like this play here. Pay attention.
This is the best play in the world. There's no way we could lose this one.
All right, check this out, guys. Watch. Quarterback is going to reverse out, fake a handoff to the fullback. Fullback is going to fill the A gap, block up. The tailback is going to fill the backside for the quarterback. This wide receiver is going to go straight down the field. This wide receiver is going to go up and out. Here's the key. The tight end is going to fake to the right and go left. The quarterback's going to pass on the ball, and he's going to score a touchdown. Touchdown!
Then I'm going to score, and I love making touchdowns.
But I still don't understand the connection between football and love.
What do you mean you don't understand? You don't understand that we love football?
You said it, Coach.
All right. All right, so since you're a girl, we'll go over it again. Here's the play. All right, pay attention. The quarterback is going to reverse out. He's going to fake handoff to the fullback. Fullback's going to fill the A gap, right? Tailback is going to fill the backside of the quarterback. This wide receiver is going to go straight down the field.
Okay.
This wide receiver is going to go up and out.
Right.
Here's the key. The tight end is going to fake right, go left. He's going to pass on the ball, and he's going to score a touchdown!
Touchdown! I drop back with the ball, pretend like I'm gonna throw it, but I keep it.
Then I fake like I'm going to get the ball, but instead I block in the middle.
And then I run.
I know. You're going to fake right and then run left.
You got it!
Touchdown!
Touchdown! Woo!
Yeah. Woo!
That about sums it up.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right, guys. Now,
Bye.
pay attention.
Loving a sport wasn't exactly what I had in mind. I think I need to keep searching for the meaning of love. I did some more research and found the perfect group to ask my question. I found a girlfriend club who is also part of Love High School. They meet every Monday. They said I could come over and ask them some questions.
I really love Lance. He's so cute.
I'm confused. Yesterday you were in love with Luger.
Well, that was yesterday, but I'm so over him. Lance is my one true love now.
I thought Lamar was your one true love.
Well, that was last week. I don't really love him anymore. I'm in love with Lance. Please keep up.
So, if you don't really love him anymore, do you mind if I date him? I think Lamar is really cute.
Well, yeah, Lance is cuter, though.
Hello, my name is Lacey Lilyfield with FLC News. I would like to ask you some questions about love.
Love is my favorite subject. We would be happy to answer your questions.
What I'm trying to find out about is what real love is.
Real love is when you get butterflies in your stomach when you look at someone.
Really?
Yeah, if you don't get the butterflies, then you're not in love.
I I get butterflies all the time. I love being in love.
All you want to do is be with that person all the time. You like to text them or talk with them on the phone. Love is the most wonderful feeling in the whole world.
You get chills when you hold his hand, and my favorite part is when I get presents. Lance bought me this one little bear, and it was holding a heart. So cute.
That's so sweet.
Being in love is wonderful.
When you're sick, they want to take care of you and buy you presents and make you feel better. And you want to take care of him when he's sick too, right?
What? Ew. I don't like being around people when they're sick.
Yeah. What if I caught something?
I just call him. What if he got hurt?
You mean like if Lance broke his leg or something?
What about prom? I mean, I couldn't go to the prom with somebody who couldn't dance.
I thought when you truly love someone, you'd want to take care of them when they're sick or hurt.
That's so silly. I don't think that's what love is.
Thank you for your time. I'm not sure if that helped much at all. I decided that I need to talk to some experts. I found Dr. Leonardo and Leanne Lovejoy, who both have master's degrees in human relations and emotions. Hi there, I'm
Hello,
Lacey.
madam. Nice to meet you, Lacey. I'm Dr. Lovejoy.
Hello. Thank you guys for meeting me. You're both leading experts on both love and relationships. What I really want to find out is what love truly is.
What is love? It is one of the most difficult questions to answer.
Love is not easy to define, young lady.
Alright, so how would you describe it?
Technically, it is a profound, tender, passionate affection for another person, a feeling of warm personal attraction, a deep affection for another person.
So, love is just a feeling.
Of course. Haven't you heard that love makes the world go round?
Yeah, of course, but I was hoping to try to get more information about love.
Well, real love is caring about the happiness of another person, without any thought for what we might get in return. It's also real love that when other people care about our happiness unconditionally, which simply means completely.
Real love is not when other people like us for doing things that they want us to do for them.
Indeed, most people think of themselves before thinking of anyone else.
Wow, that's very interesting. So, how do you get real love?
Well, I think that about sums it up. I think you might have to come back at maybe a later date. I think we have to do a little bit more research on the subject.
Okay.
And if you would please kindly step this way.
Start meeting with me. Okay,
you know.
bye.
Yes.
I was more confused than ever. Love was really complicated. The Lovejoys gave me an idea of what real love is, but they had no idea how to get it.
So, man, I was definitely playing some COD Mod last night, right? So, I was in the train.
Guys.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Lacey, it's a beautiful day today, isn't it?
Sure is. Would you mind being in a TV special for me?
Sure.
What's it about?
It's about love, and I'm really confused on the entire subject. I thought that this investigative report would clear up everything, but I was wrong. I'll never know what love really is.
Actually, we can help with that.
Really? That would be great.
You know the Bible talks about love.
It does? I talked to some experts, and they were telling me that real love is unconditional.
That's true. But in order to fully understand what love is, you have to start from the beginning.
The very beginning?
Actually, yes. God created the universe and everything in it. He made plants and animals, and even created man in the image of him.
When God made Adam and Eve, they were the first man and woman. He made them in his image and gave them a soul.
God loved Adam and Eve and and put them in a garden called Eden. Everything was perfect there. God would walk in the garden with them. Adam and Eve could do anything he wanted to but one thing. They couldn't eat a fruit from a certain tree.
Oh, I know where this is going. Let me guess. They ate the fruit from that tree.
They did. And when they did, that brought sin to the world. They had to leave the garden and make their own way into the world.
When sin came into the world, it shattered our relationship with God. Sin separated us from God.
When Adam and Eve sinned, it made it impossible for them to go to heaven on their own. No matter how hard they tried to follow God's laws, they couldn't do it. We are just like Adam and Eve. Even though we don't want to sin, we can't help it. There is nothing we can do on our own to make it good enough for us to get.
I never thought about it that way.
But God didn't abandon us. He still loves us very much, and he wanted the relationship with man, and he wanted to share his love with us.
As time passed, more and more people were born. There was a lot of sin in the world. God wanted his people to live with him forever.
So, what did he do?
Well, God's son Jesus was born in a dirty stable, and he had to grow up and go through things that we go through. Like, he had to go to school, he had to obey his parents, and he probably got picked on, but, he had a lot of brothers and sisters, and they like to pick on you too. That kind of sucks.
The thing about Jesus that is different from everyone else is that he was perfect. He never sinned. He lived a perfect life for us because we weren't able to because of sin.
Jesus never did anything wrong, but he was beaten, nailed to a cross, and died a very painful death. And he did this all willingly because he loves us so much.
God could have saved him at any time, but he allowed his son, that he loved more than anything, to die for us and take away our sins.
Wow. Why would he do that?
Because he loves us. That's the best part of this story, is that Jesus just didn't die. He rose from the dead. And God still wants us to be with him forever. He knows that we cannot do this alone. That no matter how hard we try, we are always going to sin.
God loves us unconditionally. He shows us what true love really is.
1 John says, God showed us how much he loves us by sending his only Son into this wicked world to bring us eternal life. Through his death, in this act, we see what real love is. It is not our love for God, but his love for us. He sent his only Son to satisfy God's anger against our sin.
Wow. It's like God is love. Actually, I think there's no better way to describe love.
God did not make us merely for human love, but to love God himself. And only the endless love of God can satisfy man's heart.
Yeah, I don't think the Lovejoys understood about God being real love.
No, but you can tell him.
That's a great idea. This is Lacey Lilyfield from FLC News. After much research, I found out that it is impossible to understand what real love is without knowing God's love for us. God tells us about love in the Bible. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 4 through 7 says this about love.
Love is patient.
Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is kind. Love is not jealous.
Love is not jealous.
Love is not boastful.
Love is not proud. Love is not proud.
Love is not rude.
Love does not demand its own way.
Love does not demand its own way.
Love is not irritable.
Love keeps no record of being wronged.
Love does not rejoice about injustice.
Love rejoices whenever truth wins out.
Love never gives up.
Love never loses faith.
Love never loses faith.
Love never loses faith.
Love is always hopeful.
Love is always hopeful.
Love endures through all circumstances.
Love endures through every circumstance.
Real love is God's love. He loves us unconditionally. God is love.